All right, this is Block 7, The Greatest Generation, Section 5, The Home Front. These section, Italian and German assimilation. The United States had three main enemies during the war, and really kind of two and a half main enemies, that the Italians were never really looked at seriously as an enemy, but Germany and Japan obviously were. The war sped up assimilation for German and Italian Americans. That the Germans had been in the United States very, very long, and they were the last bits of kind of independent ethnic German existence were kind of fading out in the 1920s and 30s, and the war finished it off entirely. The Italians were a lot more kind of centrally, ethnically located, but they were not seen. The Italians, since they were not seen as a serious enemy, Italians were not seen as a serious problem, and millions of Italians joined the American military with no problems whatever, and fought in Italy against, you know, their home country, if you will, where they had, or they had, not them, but their families had originally come from. Just as a small example of what I mean by assimilation, my great-grandfather was Abraham Weinstein. He was born Abraham Weinstein, but during the war the family changed its last name to Weston, and that happened a lot. That Americanization happened a lot during the war. That immigration had been restricted since 1924. Ethnic communities had kind of settled in. They had Americanized. They had gone through the Depression together. And now all of these things, you know, Americans come together, fight the war, everyone's on the same side, really served to speed up the assimilation process among the old ethnic groups. That they started just, you know, in our kind of terminology, that the Germans and Italians and the Irish, formerly kind of their own little ethnic groups, just started to become white. And that took place during the Second World War.